evening. Welcome, everyone, to Tex M Gymnasium at St. Albans High School. Exciting high school girls basketball planned for you this evening as the 9th-ranked St. Albans Lady Red Dragons, 3-1 overall, 0-1 in the MSAC, hosting the 1-1 Huntington Highlanders with longtime head coach Lonnie Lucas. Both teams picking up victories in their last outings. St. Albans more recently back on Tuesday at Lincoln County in Hamlin, a 62-44 victory. A game scheduled that was for Monday for a home game got rescheduled and changed to Lincoln County, and that game was on Tuesday. For the Huntington Highlanders, they've been off for a while. Huntington got their last victory at Oak Hill 61, or at neutral court actually, against Oak Hill 61-48 back on December 6th, that first weekend of the season. For St. Albans, another 4A MSAC matchup last season. Both games with Huntington went down to the wire, and Huntington, most season coached in the state or the MSAC. Lonnie Lucas is with us right now, and Lonnie, it's good to hear from you. I haven't seen you in a couple seasons, and maybe you can fill us in how many seasons you've been coaching basketball.
Well, I really don't know how many I've been coaching. I lost count a long time ago. But I started coaching when right out of college. Coached football one year, and that was a mistake. It was too darn cold. And then I've been coaching basketball pretty much ever since 65, 66, and except for 3 years off.
And you've coached boys and girls.
I've coached boys, yeah. Tex Williams and I had a few rounds, not in this gym, but down at the field house in Huntington and the old gym, wherever it was. Yeah, I coached boys. I coached boys for, I don't know, 13 years or something. But once I changed to girls, then going back to that.
Yeah. And you've always been at Huntington High then?
No,
Huntington East.
Huntington East, and then we consolidated and I've been at
Huntington High. Also joining us right now, Eric Taylor joining us here at the table, along with Lonnie Lucas, the head coach here at Huntington High School. And tonight, matchup here, and we are still in the middle of the JV game. Coach, JV team looking pretty strong here this evening, so the future's looking bright for Huntington High.
Well, this is the first time I've had this many ninth graders come in that could play. I've had ninth graders come in that occupy the space, but most of these girls can play, and so its future looks pretty good. I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to stay with them, but a few more years.
You got
almost 6 decades in. I mean, what's another
7,
8 let's just make it an even 8. You can't leave.
Well, I turned 82 in September, and I told the girls I wasn't going to coach past 85. So I may change when we get there.
Yeah.
We'll see here in about 10 years.
Yeah.
We'll be still interviewing him. He'll still be as juvenated as he was when he started basketball in 1965, was it? So, Coach, talk about this team this year. You guys haven't played since December 6th, but kind of a new roster this year.
Yeah, we've got 3 returning starters. Didn't do much last year, but then we picked up a veteran player played at Huntington St. Joe, and they took their girls basketball team away, and so she came to me, and I hadn't seen her since she was in the 8th grade. But the roster's changed, and it'll change during the game. It won't stay like normally. I play 5 players, but it won't stay that way. So we'll sub a lot more than normal.
Okay. In the past, you've been a very calm coach. Going back to early times, has it always been that way? You've always been just a calm, relaxing coach? Or?
Yeah, I've always been calm. There's no use going crazy on the bench, and I don't scream and holler. And I try to get a point guard that'll dictate what's going on the floor, and that's the way I like for it to happen. But remember, when I started, you couldn't even get up off the bench, so you learn to sit there and direct everything, and that's why to me, that's the way it ought to be still. Yeah, I mean, when coaches get up and run up and down, even in college ranks, they get up and run up and down like they're doing something. Well, they ain't doing nothing.
Yeah.
If you didn't do it during the week, you should get out there on Saturday night and think you're going to do it.
What's some of the biggest changes you think you've seen over the years in high school basketball in general?
Well, basically, the 3-point shot was a big factor. I wasn't really that much in favor. I'm still not. We shoot threes, but we don't run anything for the three, and that's a big change. And then changing. See, when I first started, girls were playing fall ball, and I took a lot of criticism for. My parents and people in Huntington wanted it changed to regular season. I wasn't opposed either way. It didn't bother me. And so I kind of like it the way it is now, because you have to take the volleyball nets down to practice basketball. So it's easy enough to just change the ball and change the people.
I remember that from my sister's days. It changed her first year of middle school, second year of middle school, because the first year they played, like you said, in the fall, and it's always in competition with everything, football, and it was hard, like you said.
Well, so it was tough, but the hardest part, volleyball was in the fall, and when you had basketball and volleyball, you had to take the nets down, and girls had to put them up and all that stuff, and that was a big thing. But I like playing now the way we're playing it with. We make it work, and of course it helps if you got two gyms.
Yeah.
Makes it almost impossible if you don't. But we've always had to. Even when I first started coaching girls in the fall, I didn't have to fight anybody for the gym. I had the field house.
Yeah.
And you had the field house for your home court, and no one practiced there except me. And so that was a big plus. But I just talking about coaching games, and when the girls when we lose a game, girls, it's no big deal. I mean, for you it might be, but for me it's not. I mean, that just goes over there. I've had a few defeats in my life, and a few victories. So don't get bent out of shape on anything. But I'm really a low key person anyway. And people said, "How do you ever get into coaching?" People are screaming. No, we weren't screamers.
Yeah.
And so even back in the days when we played against whoever, Billy Akers coaching Logan when I was coaching the boys, he could stare you down, but he still wasn't real screamer. I mean, he didn't do that too much. But it is what it is, and I think I've got 960 some victories and almost, I think just a little bit over 200 defeats. So one more,
yeah.
It's no big deal. No big deal.
Lonnie Lucas, Highlanders coach. Eric, you got any more thing where we send the coach into these locker rooms there?
Just as, so I do this broadcasting thing during basketball season, but in my heart, I'm a coach. I coach baseball. I love every sport. I just want to know, after, almost 6 decades as a coach, what's the secret to your longevity, and what keeps you coming back to the game?
Well, I've always liked basketball. I didn't see my first basketball game until I was a 10th grader in high school. First one I ever did see. And I loved it, that when I saw it, I thought, that's a fantastic game.
Yeah.
And so the next year I changed schools and I played a little bit. The following year I played a little bit more. And but I probably didn't get to play enough in high school to get me satisfied. And but I take pride in seeing the girls improve each day, and that keeps you going, and they keep you young.
Yeah.
I got an 8-year-old. I don't know if she keeps me young or gets me older anymore, but
these girls are. People say, "How do you coach girls?" I said, "Golly, they're so much easier to coach than boys." So, but you better have something for everything, because if you don't have something, they're not going to invent it. Boys will come up with something.
Yeah.
But the girls, you better have something covered.
All right, one last question. Win tonight. Is it a low-scoring game or high-scoring game?
Well, I'd like it to be a high-scoring game because that's what I like is run up and down the floor and score. But who knows? I mean, we haven't played since
December 6th.
December 6th. And, we'll be a little rusty, but we'll come out and play all right.
Well, Coach, thanks for coming over and joining us as the JV game winds down. Coach Lonnie Lucas of the Huntington Highlanders joining us here on the broadcast as this game winds down. Looks like Huntington's going to defeat St. Albans in the JV game by a score of 58-36. And coming up tonight on the pregame, we'll join in the coach's corner tonight with Elias Gregory. We'll break down this game and give you some keys to the game and starting lineups with the public address announcer, Alan McVeigh. And if you guys missed that last game, you'll be in a joyful sight there tonight as we go the lights and sounds of the video crew there, and it's really good. So get ready for that. Also, the new coaches' rankings are out, and video production team is ready to roll. We got Josh Bowman, our producer. Cameras tonight, St. Albans Media will be here. Color tonight, Eric Taylor, and as I mentioned, the PA announcer, Alan McVeigh. Also, want a special thanks tonight for our sponsor for tonight, and we would like to thank J.C. Spears, our premier St. Albans State Farm agency, located right around the corner on Walnut Street. J.C. Spears State Farm is ready to help you with all your investments and insurance needs. And he's also a returning sponsor for the Lady Red Dragons. So that takes us up to our first break. We come back, we'll kick into this game and get ready for the varsity as the JV game has ended. Score 58-38 in favor of the Highlanders. And you're watching Lady Red Dragon basketball on video production.
At Manny Ellis & Lane, it's not just business, it's personal.
We care deeply about what we do. We're fully immersed in the gravity of the client's circumstance. We understand what's at stake for them.
Need equipment for your next job? Don't settle for the traditional rental experience.
The rental experience with Equipment Share is a great experience. We rent everything from dozers to skid loaders, mini excavators, even smaller hand tools. They've always got what we need. They're timely. The billing is quick and accurate. The guys are able to set it up. They do it through their phone. Renting with Equipment Share is not like any other company out there. It's 1,000 times better.
Lowe's knows getting it done is easier said than done.
Thanks. Happy to help.
So if you
Got the lights.
we've got same-day delivery to help you get it.
Done.
Lowe's knows how to help you holiday.
Whether you're lugging the kids to practice or simply hooking a trailer on the tow hitch to haul, at Mosier Chevrolet we have exactly what you need to fit your lifestyle. Stop in and visit us along the Moses Mile in St. Albans and see if we have what fits you.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Hello, my name is Jackson.
And Nadia.
And we would like to raise awareness about substance abuse.
In 2021, 27.5% of West Virginia high school students reported using a vape. The nicotine in vapes is proven to be a highly addictive drug and causes harm to both the brain and lungs. Because the brain is not fully developed until around 25 years of age, vaping can cause long-term harm in several ways. It can diminish the quality of one's attention span and ability to retain information during learning. It can cause mood swings and impulsive decisions, and it has been linked to adolescent depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts.
If you or someone you know are currently experiencing or are concerned that you will have these symptoms from using vapes or any other substances, there are many ways to reach out for help and support. Your school has educated counselors who can provide safe information and resources. You can also call the local helpline at 844-HELP-4WV or 844-435-7498.
This public service announcement has been brought to you by the Red Dragon Media Club students at St. Albans High School.
Back live here at St. Albans High School. And tonight, the number 9 St. Albans Lady Red Dragons and the Huntington Highlanders. The Huntington Highlanders coming in with a 1-1 record, played their tournament game down in Cabell Midland that first weekend of the season and split against James Madison and Oak Hill. Picked up the victory against Oak Hill and lost to James Monroe 59-54. Time now for the Coach's Corner, and joining us here at the desk, Elias Gregory and
okay, go ahead. Sorry.
And we throw him in here. You got a big act to come in after. We just had Lonnie Lucas on, and he told us he's been coaching since 1965.
Oh, yeah, I don't doubt that. That sounds about right to me. That seems like the right timeline to me for sure.
Before you were even born. So, Coach, coming in to the game, a little snow this week. Last week, couple of games. The Friday night game, Parkersburg High.
Yeah.
And I mean, probably shouldn't talk about that, but we got any?
I mean, I could talk about that. I could talk about that. I mean, that's a really, really good team. Like,
yeah,
you know,
mentioned it over and over.
I keep saying how good Parkersburg is, and
this year they're legit,
and they're as good as advertised. I mean, the coach Chris does a really, really good job with them. You know, that's a bear. That's a bear in 4A, and yeah, it's not the result necessarily we want, but I think we learned a lot of things from it. I think we got to see some things, and I always say, and I've said since I first started coaching, you can't really know what the top of the mountain is unless you've seen it. And, you know, we kind of got to see it up there on Friday. So,
joining us now is Coach Elias Gregory, along with Eric Taylor here as the Coach's Corner continues. Tonight's matchup is the Huntington High, and as we talked to Lonnie, a lot of new faces on this team.
Yeah.
And so, you know, last year they took you to both games that was played, took you to the wire. I mean, you guys really stole one down in Huntington.
Yeah.
And got a victory here at home. How do you see this game tonight?
Well, I mean, I think you have to throw last year's matchup out just because they do have so many different faces. One of the things that hasn't changed, though, is Lala Stone is still one of the best high school basketball players in the state of West Virginia. You know, Ava Gallion, her kind of reputation precedes her for what she had done when she was at Huntington St. Joe. So, you know, 13, who was a freshman last year, got all the playing time in the world and I think has gotten better as a sophomore. I can't remember her name off the top of my head, but Liz, yeah. But it's a good basketball team, and the thing is, Lonnie is going to try to drag you out in the deep end of the pool and drown you because they're physical, they play hard, and this is a game that that's the thing that you have to do with Lonnie. It doesn't matter the talent. He's going to be able to drag you out there, and this team has talent. So, you know, it'll be another interesting test for us, another 4A MSAC matchup. It's the kind of games that, you know, you like to get in and you like to see. So,
now they played their last game on December 6th. You think that'll have any effect on their team?
You know, I mean, all of us have kind of had a weird weather thing going on. I've been lucky enough that we only really had to just move a game rather than not play it. You know, I guess sometimes Parkersburg had played a game before they played us. I thought that might help us out a little bit, but you know, so I guess everybody's different. It depends on how the players are, how the coaches are, and stuff like that. It's a hard thing to really tell.
Eric,
I mean, just to touch. I mean, like, it's really not a question, but like what you were saying, every team's different. But I mean, game speed is different than practice speed.
Yeah, for sure.
At any time of the season. So if you've been on a break. So they might have a little bit of advantage for your side. I mean, but they could catch up quick in the game.
I mean, the thing that we have to do for it to be an advantage for our side is we have to come out fast, and we have to come out quicker than what we've come out in any of the 4 first halves we've played so far. So normally I would probably tell you maybe it was an advantage, but kind of we have not played our best basketball in the first half of any game this year. So hopefully that's a function of us being young and we're getting better and as we get older and we get more experience and we get more games in. But I get court rust and game speed, but we've got a little bit of nerve and anxiety rust, I think, in the first half of the game.
Yeah.
So it kind of made even itself out.
Coach, last year you had one of the better players in the state, and once they got game film, things got tougher on her. Trinity Austin Russell is that player this year. You've got 5 games in, so there's a lot of game tape out there now. Do you think that teams now just primarily put their best, maybe double teams, and do you have a backup?
I mean, Lincoln County played boxing 1 on her. I think we're going to see stuff like that going as we go on. That's where it becomes incumbent on the other kids to step up. I mean, I think the one thing that we've got is I don't know that we have anybody else averaging double digits, but I think we have 4 kids around 9 or between 7 and 9. And so that kind of we have to be able to, not only Trinity herself has to be able to fight through different defenses, but the other kids have to step up and be able to make you pay for trying to do something like that to her. I think we did a good job of making Lincoln County pay when they went boxing 1, and that's kind of going to be the test of the season because that's not the last time we're going to see a gimmick defense for sure. So when you've got – now, with that said, good problem to have. I'd rather have a Trinity than not have a Trinity. You know what I mean? So it's a good problem to have, having to figure out how do you fight through all that. But – yeah, I mean, it's a work in progress. We're working on it, and we're just going to keep workshopping through the season.
Elena Hermansdorfer coming on the last couple of games. Should she be that next big scorer?
I mean, her and Ivy I think her and Ivy Binion have both scored pretty well in the last couple of games. I think they're hovering around. I think they're hovering around the 10-point mark in most of the 4 games. So,
yeah, Ivy's got 8.5 per game, and Hermansdorfer, God, I'm sorry, 8.3.
Yeah. Yeah, so I would like him to crank it up, maybe around the 10, 11, but, it's one of those things. It is what it is. We're figuring out where we are. It's what happens when you have, you got all these sophomores and juniors out here playing. That's why you throw your feet in the fire in the MSAC early, because it gives you a chance to see what great coaches and great players try to do to you. So, That's the blessing of being in the conference, I get. The blessing and the curse of being in the conference, for sure.
Yeah, and that's one of the questions I was going to ask Coach Lucas, but kind of ran short on time, is, his front load of his schedule is kind of spread way out. I mean, the snow and all that didn't help, but still yet, it was few and far between games.
Yeah.
And then his back half in January, he plays every 2 to 6 days.
Yeah.
So I like your theory. You go out there and you.
I think they're doing captains. I think I got to go.
Okay.
All right, I'll holler. We will
finish this after the game.
Put a pin in that, Eric.
After a victory. Thank you for the coach visiting us here tonight at the coach's table here as the pregame for tonight's game rolls on. And I hope we got enough information in there, Eric, from him there.
Well, I mean, I was just trying to touch on, I like to play some hard games up front and not be so spaced out. That way I get my team conditioned early in the season, especially against a good opponent. I mean, you had Winfield here, and then you go to Parkersburg and then Lincoln. I mean, those are pretty good opponents.
They are.
So I like that because it kind of gives you as a coach, like where my team is, what I need to work on later, instead of waiting later into the season and seeing, oh, man, I got to make some adjustments. And it's almost playoff time.
Yeah. Last year, I gave him that question in one of our talk shows because there was a couple teams there at the end of the year. G-Dub was one that kind of top-heavy on their schedule. They played a lot of tournaments early in the season, and at the end of the year, they were playing like 2 games in the last 2 weeks of the season. And the coach mentioned that he would rather – like you said, spread it out 1 game, 2 games a week all through the season instead of –
yeah.
But, now after this game, we'll have 11 days off before we get back into play with all the holidays and stuff.
Well, besides teams playing in that FCA tournament, most teams are going to have that long break, the 11 days, because of the holiday season and everything. So everybody's going to come back probably a little bit rusty, but you're still going to be in the gym practicing, so –
And you were talking about some statistics on St. Albans there. Another big statistic there is, Trinity, outside of scoring, she's also their leading assist player on the team. averaging 3.5 assists. So a point guard, normally is your assist person, but she's also their top scorer and we saw her in that Winfield game at the end just come alive. I mean, she just started hitting shots and with 4 fouls. I mean, she played pretty much the whole second half with 4 fouls.
Yeah, I mean, she's at 85 total points on the season, and I mean, it really is are positions really a thing anymore in basketball? I know you got your bigs and your guards, but I mean, everything's such hybrid positions anymore.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you could call her a point guard if you want, but really, she was the shooting guard last year as well.
Yeah.
And she still kind of plays that role. I mean, well, hell, she does play the role.
Yeah.
So,
they split time at point last year with Samaya Riggin, and I guess to really throw things off because I mean, both of them can shoot the outside ball. So, with Elsie, being your big, she was also playing that out position. So.
Yeah, and that's why everything's such a hybrid now. Is you have the bigs that have the ability to move like a guard, so that gives you an advantage when you have somebody like that, like LC or a Natalie Smith, any kind of big that's going to give you athleticism that can handle the ball. It's always a plus.
As you can hear Alan McVeigh, we'll try to speak over him a little bit there, and we'll take a break here in a second. Rankings. So I want to go over the rankings real quick before we take our next break. I don't know if you saw these, Eric. 3A, Greenbrier East. 2, Spring Valley. 3, John Marshall. Number 4, Nitro. Nitro pulling off the big upset at Spring Valley, but then losing 2 in a row against Greenbrier East, and I can't remember who the second opponent there was.
I'd have to look real quick, but it was Princeton. They went to Princeton on a Saturday and lost that game right after playing Greenbrier East. And that Greenbrier East, because I was there, the broadcast wasn't live, and that's just another story for another day. But that game was physically and emotionally draining for both teams, both Greenbrier East and Nitro. It was very physical, very few whistles. The game kind of got out of control, and that's all I'm going to say. I mean, it's going to be a hell of a matchup when they meet again.
Yeah. East Fairmont, number 5, 6 Kaiser, 7 Princeton comes in, 8 Grafton, and number 9 is St. Albans. They dropped from 5 to 9 after losing at Parkersburg. Number 10, Lewis County, the 4A bracket, Morgantown, G-Dub, Parkersburg, which we saw last week. Parkersburg South we'll see in the future. G-Dub will also see in the future. Washington at 5, University at 6, 7 Martinsburg, 8 Woodrow Wilson, 9 Hurricane, and the 10th spot goes to Cabell Midland, and we'll also have tonight. Try to follow a couple games I do believe is going on tonight. Parkersburg South and Spring Valley. That'll be a good game too. So time for our next break, and we'll take this. You're watching St. Albans Red Dragon girls basketball on video production.
At Manny Ellison Lane, it's not just business, it's personal.
We care deeply about what we do. We're fully immersed in the gravity of the client's circumstance. We understand what's at stake for them.
Need equipment for your next job? Don't settle for the traditional rental experience.
The rental experience with Equipment Share is a great experience. We rent everything from dozers to skid loaders, mini excavators, even smaller hand tools. They've always got what we need. They're timely. The billing is quick and accurate. The guys are able to set it up. They do it through their phone. Renting with Equipment Share is not like any other company out there. It's 1,000 times better.
Lowe's knows getting it done is easier said than done.
Thanks. Happy to help.
So if you
Got the lights.
we've got same-day delivery to help you get it.
Done.
Lowe's knows how to help you holiday.
Back live, St. Albans High School, and tonight's matchup is the number 9 St. Albans Lady Red Dragons and the 1-1 Huntington Highlanders coming here tonight. Back on Tuesday night, a game that was scheduled for Monday night, but with no school, they postponed it, and St. Albans lost a home game as they moved the game down to Lincoln County. St. Albans victorious 62-44 in that game. Trinity Austin Russell with 28 points, shooting 11 for 24 from the field, 46%. 3 from 5 from three-point and 3 for 6 from the foul line. Ivy Binion chips in 10 points, 4 for 13 from the field, 31%, 2 for 2 at the foul line. Ireland Barker with 10 points, 4 for 13, 31% from the field, 2 for 6 from the free throw line. Hermendorfer, 9 points, 3 for 12 from the field, 25%, 3 for 4 from the foul line. Paige White chipped in 7 points, 3 for 8 from the field, 38%, and 1 for 2 from 3. And that's a question I need to ask the coach next time. This team doesn't shoot the threes like the team did last year. As we look here, they're only putting up 12 shots a game here from the three-point line.
Yeah, and Paige White has the highest percentage from three-point line at 40% on the season, and that's just a sophomore right there.
And Josh is putting up the starting lineups there, I do believe. Or Huntington's starting lineups for tonight. Number 1, Jemiah Harris. Number 3 is Ava Gallion. Number 11, Quinn Parler. Number 13, Liz Boron. And their star is number 14, Lala Sloan for the Highlanders. And for St. Albans, number 1, Paige White. Number 2, Trinity Austin Russell. Number 13, Ivy Binion. 23, Ireland Barker. And number 55, Elena Hermendorfer. And that is sponsored by Equipment Share. And thanks for Equipment Share for the starting lineups. And they also will see their logo once we get into the video production. Now, Eric, you missed the video production last game. And I hope you got to go back and see a little bit of a snapshot of that.
I got to see the videos. I saw it all over social media. And I've had a word with my friends across the bridge. Enjoy it for now because something big is coming.
Something big is coming. Man, those are fighting words there.
So I'm just saying what I was told.
Take a loan.
They're going to borrow it from St. Albans?
No. Nitro Athletics Department does the boosters do a really great job of raising money over there. So new indoor facility going up for the baseball team, actually, as we speak.
I saw that being built. I was wondering what that was. So this team's come out here at half court. I have to look over my notes to see the game ball here being presented to something here.
They're not here. They didn't show up. JC Spears, State Farm didn't show.
So anyway, keys to victory tonight, Eric. How do you see this game rolling out here tonight?
Well, what I think St. Albans needs to do is have somebody step up. And like in the Lincoln County game, you had Binion, Hermansdorfer, and White contributing close to 10 points each. They're going to need that because Trinity Austin Russell, she averages 21 on the season. But teams are going to catch on to that, and they're going to force her into making the extra pass or a bad shot. So St. Albans is going to have to find some role players. That's what I would like to see, and it'd be a key to a victory. And always capitalize on turnovers and at
Foul
the
shots.
free throw line.
Yep.
Oh my goodness! If you talk to any coach in the state, that's going to be the key to every game: free throws and turnovers.
Exactly. All right, we'll take our final break of the pregame. It's St. Albans Red Dragon girls basketball on video production. Josh, I thought they would.
At Manny Ellison Lane, it's not just business, it's personal.
We care deeply about what we do. We're fully immersed in the gravity of the client's circumstance. We understand what's at stake for them.
Need equipment for your next job? Don't settle for the traditional rental experience.
The rental experience with Equipment Share is a great experience. We rent everything from dozers to skid loaders, mini excavators, even smaller hand tools. They've always got what we need. They're timely. The billing is quick and accurate. The guys are able to set it up. They do it through their phone. Renting with Equipment Share is not like any other company out there. It's 1,000 times better.
Lowe's knows getting it done is easier said than done.
Thanks. Happy to help.
So if you
Just got the lights.
We've got same-day delivery to help you get it.
Done.
Lowe's knows how to help you holiday.
Whether you're lugging the kids to practice or simply hooking a trailer on the tow hitch to haul, at Moses Chevrolet we have exactly what you need to fit your lifestyle. Stop in and visit us along the Moses Mile in St. Albans and see if we have what fits you.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
Hello, my name is Jackson.
And Nadia.
And we would like to raise awareness about substance abuse.
In 2021, 27.5% of West Virginia high school students reported using a vape. The nicotine in vapes is proven to be a highly addictive drug and causes harm to both the brain and lungs. Because the brain is not fully developed until around 25 years of age, vaping can cause long-term harm in several ways. It can diminish the quality of one's attention span and ability to retain information during learning. It can cause mood swings and impulsive decisions, and it has been linked to adolescent depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts.
If you or someone you know are currently experiencing or are concerned that you will have these symptoms from using vapes or any other substances, there are many ways to reach out for help and support. Your school has educated counselors who can provide safe information and resources. You can also call the local helpline at 844-HELP-4WV or 844-435-7498.
This public service announcement has been brought to you by the Red Dragon Media Club students at St. Albans High School.
We're back, so watch what you say.
All right. Thanks to Alan there. We had some technical difficulties and him stepping in and singing the national anthem. And we saw him do that last year, but I think that was planned, where this year not much planned there, Eric.
No.
So we'll turn it back over to Alan here as he does the starting lineups.
Senior guard number 1, Jamea Harris. A5'5", senior guard number 3, Ava Gallion. A5'7", sophomore guard number 11, Quinn Cartier. A 6-foot sophomore forward number 13, Liz Boren. And a 5'8", senior forward number 14, Lala Sloan. The head coach of the Highlanders is Lonnie Lucas, assisted by Andy Conley, John Coates, and Deliqua Hamilton.
pretty good there, huh, Eric?
I mean, it's okay. Listen, you're not gonna. You got everything you can out of me as we're getting ready to start here. I'm wearing a St. Albans shirt right now. Never in my life. South Charleston. Grew up in South Charleston, transplanted to Nitro, and now I'm in enemy collars.
Liz Browen to chop it up here for the Highlanders, and Ivy Binion in for St. Albans. And the opening tip there is by the Highlanders, and they start on offense here as I move my papers around here a little bit. Shot inside there, Quinpayer, I think they pronounced it there. Quickly missed shot taken there by the St. Albans Lady Red Dragons. And looked like a missed travel by St. Albans there.
It's pretty close.
Setting up there by Trinity Austin, and she's going to pick up the offensive foul.
And that's not a good sign.
They call Ireland Barker on the personal foul.
The last game I got to do with you is was that Winfield, and I came in late, and we were in foul trouble early.
Harris with the basketball. She dribbles inside, goes up, gets the shot blocked by Barker, and it goes out of bounds. And I guess last touch by Huntington. That'll turn the ball over to St. Albans. Full court pressure now by Huntington. Inbounder Paige White. She gives it to Trinity Austin. Back to White. Nearly stolen away by Huntington, but quickly breaking the press. Here comes Ivy Binion. She kicks it off to Barker. Barker lays it off the glass and scores the basket. Ireland Barker picks up the first bucket of the game.
Along with her first foul of the game, too, so got to be careful.
Shot taken there by Gallion. Missed. Harris with the rebound. Foul underneath. It's going to go against St. Albans. That'll be their second team foul. Personal is going to be called on Ivy Binion. Harris to inbound for Huntington. Lala inside. Misses it. Rebound St. Albans. It's cleared up court, and here comes the St. Albans Lady Red Dragons. Cut off there by Huntington High Salone. This time Trinity Austin looks like she got hit on the wrist as she goes up. No call. The ball goes out of bounds. And now we got a foul called underneath. And that'll be on 13, Lowe's Bowen. That'll be her first. Team foul number 1. Binion's shot inside the three-point line, falls short. Rebound cleared by Ava Gallion as she dribbles all the way down. Kicks. Shot taken by Quinn Pilaire. This shot rebounded by Huntington. Gallion's shot doesn't go. Rebound Bowen. And now we got a jump ball underneath. It'll be St. Albans basketball on the alternating possession. Well, so far tonight here, Eric, it's Huntington pounding the boards, getting second shots, but hasn't been able to put the ball in the basket yet.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing too.
Inside pass knocked away by Huntington. Picked up there by Trinity Austin as she shoots the three and throws up an air ball, but it looks like it rolls off the back of a Huntington High player. Number 11 rolls off her back, so that'll give the ball out to St. Albans underneath their own basket.
And that's a little bit of rust on Huntington's part, not getting that ball to go in the hole, even when the second chance opportunities present themselves.
Trinity Austin there being guarded closely by number 11, Quinn Parlaire. Good zone defense here by the Huntington Highlanders. We saw this last year, Eric, that the the way to beat St. Albans was to play zone, and I think teams are – Winfield did it. Now Huntington coming out with it. Now we got a fast break operation. And Sloan picks up her first 2 of the game.
That's one thing I've seen with Huntington on the offensive end. They've moved the ball well, just nothing's gone for them, and then we get a turnover here at half court.
Sloan with it, kicks it off to Gallion, and Gallion gets her first 2 points of the game. Now quickly, Huntington up 4-2. And nearly knocked away again, that time by Huntington, as Lala jumps in the passing lane there, nearly gets a steal. First substitution of the night goes to St. Albans. Charlie Russell into the game. Paige White takes a seat. Barker nearly loses the ball, comes up with it, and then she's going to be pushed.
And then I think it's going to be on 13 there.
13, that would be her second.
Liz Bowren.
And she's going to go out of the game, and she's quickly going to be subbed in to Delaney Gray.
And if you joined us early enough, you heard, Coach Lucas say that starting 5 is going to change frequent and often. He's got a lot of depth this year, and if you look at if we get a shot of the 2 benches at some point, you can see the difference.
Shot taken by Benyon, hits off the back of the iron, no good. Cleared there by Harris. And quickly Gallion brings the ball into the paint. A little crossover, but throws the ball up over the rim. So he's looking for a foul, but no call there. This will be St. Albans basketball.
Yeah, I believe she thought she got fouled.
Then again, full court pressure put on by the Highlanders. St. Albans does break it.
Get it over to that facilitator of the offense.
Benyon kicks it inside, stolen away, and that's going to be number 12, Gray. Nearly a little high dribble there, but she gets away with it, and here comes Gallion for the Highlanders.
Got the screen going the opposite way. She goes left hand and goes in the lane and draws a foul. Smart, headsy play there to get St. Albans felt that screen coming and kind of leaned, and she took it to the left.
Could be a problem for St. Albans tonight. They haven't seen a slashing guard yet.
That last foul was going to be on Barker. That's 2 for her now.
And that's key due to the size that St. Albans has on the bench.
Gallion.
2 for 2 is Gallion.
She got 4 points in the game. Leading scorer for the Highlanders. Here's that full court pressure here. They beat it. One more pass there. Barker with the easy shot. Great ball movement by the Lady Red Dragons.
Barker picks up her 4th point of the game. She has all 4 for St. Albans.
As a coach, that makes your heart probably tickle a little bit as we're going to get a foul on Hermansdorfer. Is making that one extra pass when you have those numbers opportunities.
Barker's one of those players that know how to use the glass, too, so she gets in there. She usually puts them in.
And I'm sorry to Coach Jones. I'm sorry. Get me a nitro pullover and I'll wear it. I already got a message as soon as I said it.
Gray with the basketball. Inside to Harris. Harris, little scoop shot, goes in.
That was a tough shot by Harris. Really good defense, but better offense.
Hermendorfer gets trapped, and the ball, it looks like it's going to go out of bounds off of Trinity Austin.
It was partially tipped, deflected on the initial pass, and then Trinity tried to catch it and kind of bring it back in, but just couldn't get the handle.
Little tight quarters over there where the scores table is. Gallion playing in. She gets a nice little screen there. She's going to take it back inside the paint, kicks it off to Sloan. Sloan loses the ball, picked up by Ivy, and here comes the St. Albans Lady Red Dragons and Trinity Austin. And she's going to come all the way down, lays it coast to coast, and we're going to get an offensive foul called. Nice defense by Gallion there.
Yeah, and that's going to be Russell's first. What you like to see right there is notice that I get that on the offense you're trying to draw the foul and go get a three-point opportunity, but she was set, arms crossed, ready to take the charge. At that point in your game, you kind of got to go with a floater.
Yeah. make it easy for the official there, like you said. I mean, she had time to set, and you can see her set.
And now we're at 5 team fouls, and that was an offensive foul, so it doesn't lead them shooting, but from here on out, they'll go to the line for that double bonus.
Gallion inside. Her pass is knocked away, but still picked up there by Sloan. Doesn't get the shot off, but the shot was taken there by Harris. Sloan's pass was deflected right into Harris's hands, and she laid the shot up and didn't go.
Good ball movement to beat that press. And that's what they're going to have to do. They're going to have to play numbers if they're going to press them like that and get those easy baskets.
Missed shot there by Trinity, picked up here by Huntington. Pass is deflected out of bounds to Huntington. We talked about that Gallion coming over from St. Joe's, as they didn't have a basketball team this year. So she's going to get to be able to play her senior year here. Shot taken by Gallion, in and out. Rebound by St. Albans.
She's a space creator with that ball in her hands, that's for sure. She slashes and she can create space. It's going to be a tough matchup for the Lady Red Dragons.
And she's matched up there against Trinity Austin.
Good pass.
Trinity Austin from 3, high arcing shot, doesn't hit rim. Rebound there by Harris, then she loses it. It's Hermansdorfer on the ground, and I think we're going to get a jump ball, and alternating possession goes back to Huntington.
I believe Harris got away with a little bit of a push there as Hermansdorfer was going after that ball, but nothing was called there. And you know, like Elias said in his interview before the game, is Huntington's going to play you physical, and they sure are.
Gray with the basketball outside. Inside pass there to Lala. Lala picks up her 4th point of the game.
And it's a lot of backdoor cuts, and as a coach, you hate to see that pass right there.
Harris steals the pass, goes up, lays it up, no good. Rebound Sloan. Sloan throws it up. I think Desperation throws up, but she's going to go to the line for 2.
A little bit too much lean by Binion there that causes the contact on a shot that probably wasn't going to go, and it'll send her to the line now.
Sloan's first trip, and her first shot is good.
It's 2 fouls now in Binion.
The coach said at the end of the last game, he's not afraid to use his players with 2 and 3 fouls.
No, number 30, Workman is checked in for the Highlanders. Misses the second there.
And rebound cleared by Trinity. And wide open down court is Barker, and she lays it in.
We were talking about how Trinity Austin Russell has been a little bit of a hybrid point guard, shooting guard right there. Hey, sign her up for the football team.
Got a 30-second timeout, so we'll stay here. Well, okay. 52 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and Huntington holds that 11-6 lead in the game so far.
Yeah, early foul trouble for the Red Dragons, though, with Binion with 2, Barker with 2, Austin Russell with 1, and Hermansdorfer with 1. And only 2 fouls on Liz Bowren. Is that how you say that?
Bowren, yes.
Okay. Just want to make sure. And if we're butchering it, I apologize. A couple of Lady Wildcats in the building. Brooklyn Collie and Elkins walk by.
Comes Lala into the lane, lays it up off the glass. Doesn't get it. Barker with the rebound.
And her shots are just not falling. Good look there.
Trinity's going to go all the way to the coast, and she gets hammered.
Yeah, it was a lot of body contact there.
And the in-COVID instant replay there, as you can see that the body contact there. Trinity Austin to 2 shots here.
She might want to look into getting some in-COVID insurance after that collision. She misses the first. What did I say at the beginning of the game, Mark?
Foul shots.
Foul shots and turnovers.
Crucial. And right now, St. Albans turning the basketball over and now missing a foul shot. Second one's in and out, so 0 for 2 for Trinity Austin. Gallion's going to come all the way down up against Binion, lays it up, and Binion's going to pick up her third foul.
That's just going to be a tough matchup all night. The speed that number 3, Ava Gallion, has with the ball in her hand is going to be hard to compete with.
At the scorers table, it's Paige White coming in the game.
She's perfect from the free throw line.
For Binion.
And stays perfect, 6 points.
I know at Huntington St. Joe, she was an excellent player. She was top-notch. Had an excellent coach down there, too. Trinity goes right by Sloan, stops and takes that jumper, misses it, and Sloan with the rebound. And here comes Sloan with the fast break, and she's going to go 1-on-2, tries to split the defense, doesn't get the shot, kicks it back out to Gallion. And Gallion loses the ball. Paige White with it.
Yeah, she tried to. Oh, shot.
Oh! We got the Incovo on that one, I think. That was
close.
Almost in there.
We've seen her do it before at the end of a game last season.
Yes, Cabell Midland. I wasn't even paying attention to the clock, so I guess she was on that and gets the ball to go in there.
Yeah,
or get off at least.
Gallion lost there off her thigh on that little Euro step.
And that was past, it was over the three-point line. It goes in and out. So we'll take a break. You're watching St. Albans Red Dragon girls basketball on video production.
At Manny Ellison Lane, it's not just business, it's personal.
We care deeply about what we do. We're fully immersed in the gravity of the client's circumstance. We understand what's at stake for them.
Need equipment for your next job? Don't settle for the traditional rental experience.
The rental experience with Equipment Share is a great experience. We rent everything from dozers to skid loaders, mini excavators, even smaller hand tools. They've always got what we need. They're timely. The billing is quick and accurate. The guys are able to set it up. They do it through their phone. Renting with Equipment Share is not like any other company out there. It's 1,000 times better.
Lowe's knows getting it done is easier said than done.
Thanks. Happy to help.
So if you
got the lights,
we've got same-day delivery to help you get it.
Done.
Lowe's knows how to help you holiday.
Ball here to start the second quarter. Paige White shot for three, doesn't go. Cleared there by the Highlanders.
Yeah, and that's the only second three of the game, both coming from the Lady Red Dragons. As if you were with us earlier, you heard Coach Lucas say he doesn't like that three-point line.
Yeah.
He doesn't have an offensive game plan for it.
And Gallion tries to go into the paint. Goes knocked down there, and now stolen away by Myers. Myers to Gallion off the glass and score it. Gallion with 6 points in the game.
I got her with 8. I may be wrong. She had 6 in the first quarter.
Yeah. Here comes Gallion once again. Stops at the foul line. Kicks it over to Myers. Myers' shot is good. That was a 2-point shot.
I believe so. Still full court pressure by the Highlanders.
Trinity Austin trying for three, and she gets her first bucket of the game.
All 6 points in that first quarter scored by Ireland Barker. And that three right there is first points from somebody else in the game.
Gallion coming down low, playing on that box. Matched up against Trinity there, and shot taken. She hits the bottom of the rim and then cleared by Trinity Austin, and she's going to be fouled there by Myers.
And I see what the game plan is there. where Gallion is so good with that ball in her hand, either in the post or on the perimeter or slashing, whatever she's doing. They're trying to draw fouls on Russell. Trinity, I should say.
Yes.
2 Russells.
And now we got another push foul, and this one's going to be inbounded here on the sideline. That's going to go against Gallion.
It's her first.
First quarter, the officials didn't call that touch foul. Second quarter now they're starting to call a little bit more touchy. I think most of the fouls they called in that first quarter were hard fouls.
Yeah. You're going to get a lot of physicality out of both teams here.
Paige White's pass inside, not collected there, and goes out of bounds. It'll be Highlander basketball. 17-9 in favor of Huntington.
Yeah, 2 early team fouls, though, for the Highlanders, so that's something to pay attention to as we go down the stretch here in the first half. Good move there.
Harris goes in, lays it up, and scores it.
Had her leaning one way, got her caught leaning, and it's an easy basket.
Her 4th point of the game. And we got another reach there by Gallion.
Yeah, that definitely was a foul.
She didn't think so.
Somebody smacked somebody. I heard it even under my headphones here.
So coming up the scores table for St. Albans is Eicher. Michelle Eicher is into the game.
Didn't have her on my list here. I'm sorry about that. Freshman seeing some varsity minutes here.
Pressure out there. Workman for Huntington, and it's stolen away by Lala. Lala's going to go up and lay it off the glass and score it.
Give her 7 in the game.
And another steal. This time Workman's going to go up with it, and she's going to be fouled.
Hermansdorfer second. So you got Binion with 3, Barker with 2, and Hermansdorfer with 2 now. And it looks like Binion's going to come back in the game. Workman no good on that first one there, Mark. There's our Encova Insurance replay. And tough defense.
She got her money's worth on that one.
Yeah.
Second shot is in. Workman collects her first point of the game. Quickly up court. Pass is just a little too long for Barker. She crashes into the bleachers back there, but she looks okay. Barker's working hard.
I don't know who.
Shaking her shoulder a little bit there.
I don't know if we got a health insurance sponsor. I guess Encova does that. Some
workers' comp.
Yeah.
Harris.
Workman's comp. Get you out of school for 2 weeks.
Paid. Lala takes that little step inside. Can't come up with it. Rebound St. Albans. And quickly back on the offense. Here comes St. Albans. It's Binion all the way into the lane, and she gets crashing. I think we're going to have 2 fouls here.
Ooh.
I think
they're calling an offensive foul on Binion.
Looked like she was fouled before the contact on the offensive side.
Yeah, it goes against Binion, and that's her 4th.
I thought both officials had 2 different calls there.
And that Coach Gregory's pleading his case over there.
The lead official took that one and called the offensive foul. Workman tries to work inside and gets the ball nearly stolen away. We're going to get a jump ball. It's going to be Paige White for St. Albans, and it'll be inbounded by Highland on the alternating possession.
Pretty good timeout by Coach Gregory after he spoke his piece to the referee.
St. Albans Red Dragon girls basketball on video production. We'll be right back.
At Manny Ellison Lane, it's not just business, it's personal.
We care deeply about what we do. We're fully immersed in the gravity of the client's circumstance. We understand what's at stake for them.
Back live at Tex M Williams Gymnasium at St. Albans High School. Like to thank our sponsor tonight is J.C. Spears, your premier St. Albans State Farm agency located right around the corner on Walnut Street. J.C. Spears State Farm is ready to help you with all your investments, insurance needs, and they're also a returning sponsor for the Lady Red Dragons. Thanks again to J.C. Spears. Timeout there by Gregory to try to set up some defense here to try to stop that slashing that's going on there by Gallion.
Yeah, and the backdoor cuts. Good offensive plan, for the Highlanders.
Workman with the basketball down there on the baseline. Gets the ball tipped away.
It's going to be off Trinity Austin Russell's foot there.
Gallion, a long three, and she hits it. Well, the coach might not like the threes, but Gallion did.
Yep.
Quickly up court and looked like a near walk, and now we got a foul. Looked like Eicher walked with the basketball, fell down to the ground, and then they're calling a push foul on Huntington.
It's going to be on Sloan.
That'll be her second.
4 team fouls now for the Highlanders, so one more, and you're going to see the Lady Red Dragons go to the line where they really need to capitalize.
Trinity Austin from three, got it. Trinity Austin picks up her 6-point, her second three. Maybe she's trying to heat up here a little bit. It cuts the lead to 25-12. Try to get a little momentum going before the end of the half. And Gallion with another long three, doesn't hit it. Workman with the rebound, kicks it inside to Harris. Harris doesn't go. And St. Albans with the rebound, cleared here by White. She dribbles right into a double team. And now we got a jump ball. It'll be St. Albans basketball. Paige picked up her dribble there, and that possession should go to St. Albans.
Yeah, the last possession error went to the Highlanders. I think the table forgot to clear it or something over there.
Barker out of the game. Hermansdorfer back in for St. Albans. Trinity gets the inbound. Gets stopped there by Workman.
Screen's coming. Good extra pass there.
Charlie Russell's three doesn't go. Hermansdorfer rebound, puts back in.
And that was just beautiful by Hermansdorfer.
Good rebound, good put back. Didn't put the ball on the floor, went straight back to the basket.
Yeah, every coach is going to love to see that. Harris's jumper, no good.
Oh, over the little club in the back there by Huntington.
It's be on Myers.
Double whammy there, a little push in the back and a little hammer action there too.
Yeah.
Barker's at the scorers table for St. Albans, and she's playing with 3 fouls. Or two fouls?
Barker's got 2. It's
Binion with 3.
Binion's got 4.
4?
Yeah, she picked up that charge.
Paige White at the line. Shot is up and good.
I could be wrong, but
Prior air back in the game for Huntington. White's second shot is good. St. Albans starting to get a little scoring action. Now they just got to pick it up here on the defense.
Yeah, they've cut the lead to single digits now.
Harris with the basketball guarded by Barker. Goes out of bounds off her leg. St. Albans basketball. It's a good start there on defense.
Yeah, she had the baseline like she wanted. Just a little careless with the ball. Goes out of bounds and turnover. Guys will work it forward. There we go.
Trinity thought about the three. Takes the dribble and goes into the paint. She's going to be fouled by Harris.
That's Harris's first.
Trinity's 0 for 2 at the foul line.
She gets the First one to go, I believe. Well, maybe not.
And misses that one also. Rebound, we got another foul. This is going to be on Sloan. That'll be her third.
It is her third. So
that's crucial.
Yeah.
You know, we talked about the coach not getting all bent out of shape, but he stood up and got a little bit out of shape on that as much as he possibly can. Hermansdorfer's shot is up and no good. Your key to the game.
Free throws. Free throws, free throws.
3 points.
And right now,
cut into that lead there, and the second one goes.
I think that's only the third free throw made by St. Albans.
3 for 8.
Michaela Eicher. I got a confirmation.
Michaela Eifert is back in the game for the Lady Red Dragons and plays some good defense, forces a dribble on the line, and it'll be a turnover. Wonder if he's going to play substitution game every time he goes back on defense.
Yeah, he talked about that last game, doing it in the third quarter, not the first half. We got a little tie up here at mid-court. Well, just three-quarter court. It'll be another Eicher back in.
Hermansdorfer back out. Might see that in the last 2:17 here.
And the second half.
Pratt in the game there. Got it back out front to Gallion, and they reset.
St. Albans playing much better defense over the last few minutes of the game. This time Workman inside, lays it up, in and out, but it goes. Kylie Workman picks up her third point of the game, her first field goal of the game. Eicher with it. She kicks it inside, and it's going to be stolen away.
And that's freshman inexperience right there. You can't go across court like that.
Gallion from 3, long off the back of the iron there. Charlie Russell with the rebound and loses it right off her leg and goes out of bounds to Huntington.
Gallion could have picked up another foul right there, going for that loose ball that Russell was playing. Russell had the position, just no whistle there.
Inside Harris, shot no good. She follows it up, but she's going to go back to the foul line. It's going to be a call on Eicher. Harris' first trip to the foul line this evening.
Hey, Eric, if you look next to you, Roger, he may have the fouls count.
First shot is good, 28-17 now. Second one is good.
Only maybe 2 or 3 missed free throws from the Highlanders and about 5 from Lady Red Dragons.
Trinity Austin dribbles the paint, gives it to Barker. Barker off the glass and scores it.
That was a good look by Austin Russell there.
Like I said, Barker's there. Barker knows how to play that. If you can just get the ball down to her.
Little 2-3 zone. Looking for some backdoor cuts.
Pratt kicks it back out. Shot taken by Parriere, I think that is. Trinity Austin's shot is good.
She's having a big quarter. That's now 8 for her this quarter. If my math is mathing, lead is now 8.
Workman's going to be fouled by Barker, a little block foul. I think she just got tangled up in her feet there. The official saw it differently.
I've seen worse in the game not be called. Going both ways.
Barker picks up her third. Eicher into the game this time for Barker. Yeah,
5 team fouls on the Highlanders and 4 now on the Lady Red Dragons.
The Bigs are got a lot of fouls wrapping up down there for St. Albans.
And that's what Huntington's wanting you to do, is they're wanting to get into the post, which is going to draw those fouls on your bigs.
And we got a little push foul here by number 11, Parriere. That'll send Hermansdorfer to the line for 2 shots. She's 1 for 2 in the game. First one's no good. Comes into the game a 40% foul shooter.
As a coach, you want all your players to be above 50%.
Second one is good. 50% for the night, and she's 2 for 4. Gallion, she's played the whole first half.
And it's been a good addition for this Highlanders team.
Ball's nearly stolen away by Charlie Russell as we go down to 15 seconds to go here in the first half.
Screen comes, good switch on defense. Kick out to the corner for Pratt.
Doesn't get it. Knocked away by Harris, but finally pulled away. Gallion from 3 off the front of the iron, no good. So that'll bring us to the end of the half. St. Albans getting a little closer there. They were double digits down. They'll close out the first half, trailing 29-22. And we'll take a break and hopefully have a special guest for you. We won't tell you who it is until he gets over here. A little surprise Christmas gift maybe. St. Albans Red Dragon girls basketball here on video production.
Need equipment for your next job? Don't settle for the traditional rental experience.
The rental experience with Equipment Share is a great experience. We rent everything from dozers to skid loaders, mini excavators, even smaller hand tools. They've always got what we need. They're timely. The billing is quick and accurate. The guys are able to set it up. They do it through their phone. Renting with Equipment Share is not like any other company out there. It's 1,000 times better.
Lowe's knows getting it done is easier said than done.
Thanks. Happy to help.
So if you
Got the lights.
we've got same-day delivery to help you get it.
Done.
Lowe's knows how to help you holiday.
At Manny Ellison Lane, it's not just business, it's personal.
We care deeply about what we do. We're fully immersed in the gravity of the client's circumstance. We understand what's at stake for them.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
Hello, my name is Jackson.
And Nadia.
And we would like to raise awareness about substance abuse.
In 2021, 27.5% of West Virginia high school students reported using a vape. The nicotine in vapes is proven to be a highly addictive drug and causes harm to both the brain and lungs. Because the brain is not fully developed until around 25 years of age, vaping can cause long-term harm in several ways. It can diminish the quality of one's attention span and ability to retain information during learning. It can cause mood swings and impulsive decisions. And it has been linked to adolescent depression, anxiety, and suicidal thoughts.
If you or someone you know are currently experiencing or are concerned that you will have these symptoms from using vapes or any other substances, there are many ways to reach out for help and support. Your school has educated counselors who can provide safe information and resources. You can also call the local helpline at 844-HELP-4WV or 844-435-7498.
This public service announcement has been brought to you by the Red Dragon Media Club students at St. Albans High School.
To St. Albans High School tonight, the Huntington Highlanders in to visit the St. Albans Red Dragons. They lead 29-22, and you just saw that 988 lifeline there about vaping. So it's a PSA that was just produced in this week recently. So, it's a very serious issue right now with kids in school trying to vape, but hopefully they'll get the message across. Joining us now is the mayor of St. Albans, Scott James. Hey, buddy, how you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you guys this evening?
What's it like to come back and see girls teams play now? I mean, you were here for a few years there, and
14 years.
14
years.
I
was here, and I love coming back, watching the girls play, watching the boys play. I mean, I'm all about St. Albans. The red and black is very special to me.
I don't know if you're saying that because you know I'm from Nitro or what.
No, Nitro's black and red. St. Albans is red and black.
I know, but I don't know if you were over here trying to take shots
He's rubbing,
at me.
Yeah, he's rubbing it in. Christmas, how's everything going with the lights and everything this year? Everything booming out and cities making money?
Yeah, fantastic. The first 7-8 days, we probably had close to 4,000 cars come through. I don't have an updated count, but our guys up there at City Park do a tremendous job. A lot of those displays are made by our employees up there, and it's awesome. There's a lot of family traditions that go into this, and people come every year with their families, but we get people from several states around that come through our lights.
Excellent. We've had a lot of activities this year in St. Albans. It seems like everything's going on Main Street all the time. Any new things coming up in the new year, coming up 2026 to talk about?
Well, yeah. Tractor Supply has announced they're coming to St. Albans, and that's going to be in the old Parkway supermarket, and that is a huge gain for St. Albans. I think they'll draw other businesses to our community. The mall has been sold, and can't say a whole lot because I signed an NDA, but I'm telling you what, St. Albans is coming back. When I first took office, there were 9 empty buildings on Old Main. I think we have 1 now, and there's a lot of good things that go on, and we bring people to St. Albans, and they visit our restaurants, our businesses, our bars, and they keep coming back because it's a great place to come out and eat, hang out with friends, and buy stuff. Christmas season's upon us. Come on down. There's some unique gifts down here. So, we're excited.
It's halftime here at St. Albans High School. It's Eric Taylor, Mark Seipel, joined here with Scott James, the mayor of St. Albans. And, Eric, you got any questions? I know you're from Nitro, so you might want to get some tips to take across the river or something.
No,
yeah,
I mean, I have nothing ill to say about either mayor, Case Bolt, and
he does a lot of umpiring
here.
over here, so we almost adopted him over here. He's over here at least twice a week umpiring.
Well, I love the fact that you guys, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but I was going to say this. It has become a tradition to do the fireworks on the bridge for me and my daughter, and now my extended family with my girlfriend and her kids. Ever since it started, we've been going. We love it, and it's honestly one of the best fireworks shows around.
Oh, it is. It definitely is. And St. Albans and Nitro's been going together now for, 3, 4, 5 years. And it's fantastic. And being able to watch those fireworks from the bridge, it adds to the experience. And, Dave and I get along great. Now, he whips my tail on the golf course just about every time we play. There's no doubt about that. But he's done a fantastic job over there. He's surrounded by good people. I'm blessed to be surrounded by good people. And, when you work together, everybody benefits.
Yeah, absolutely. And a great appreciation to the city getting the turf field there over at Kirk Field for the Little Leaguers.
Yeah, I just wish we had more money. And down the road before I get out of office, I'd like to be able to turf the outfields and turf the whole big
the senior
baseball
league
field,
yeah.
senior league field up at Coleman. But, you know, it does take money, and so we've got to look at grants and different options for that. But, you know, one of the things that people look at when they come into your community or looking to come into your community is, you know, the schools, all right, but what do you have for my kids?
Absolutely.
And so we try to improve that experience for everybody. And, you know, St. Albans isn't a perfect place, but it's a great community, and we still have community. Nitro still has community. A lot of places don't have that like it was when I was growing up in St. Albans.
One last question. You did get to coach again just recently, the alumni game. How'd that go?
It was fantastic. I mean, I had a blast. Me and Roger coached against each other, and, you know, he's in the Hall of Fame here at St. Albans, and it was fun. He had the size. No, I had the size. He had the youth, but we prevailed in the end, no doubt about that.
Well, Coach, thanks for joining us, and wish you Merry Christmas to all your family, and let's have a great 2026.
I agree with you, and Merry Christmas, and God bless to everybody.
Thank you. Scott James, the mayor of St. Albans, joining us here live at the table as we get ready to start the second half. Scoring real quick, Jemiah Harris for Huntington with 6 points, David Gallion 11 points, Lala Sloan 7, Myers 2, and Workman with 3 for 29 points. St. Albans, Trinity Austin Russell with 8, Island Barker with 8, Lena Hermansdorfer with 4, and Paige White with 2. What changes St. Albans got to make here, Eric?
Make free throws. It's maybe, what are they?
Missed 7 in the first half. It's a different game.
It's a tie game. Tie game if you make those free throws. And they started getting better on offense. Let's continue that. Even quarter, they're scoring-wise 16-16 in the second quarter, to where it was 13-6 in the first. Good inside post.
Oh, nice. Gallion blocks the shot, but Paige White gets it back and puts it in. Nice little alley-oop pass inside there to Paige White. We talked about Trinity Austin being a true point guard. She knows how to feed the basketball. This side, pass inside is going to be blocked away and off of Huntington.
Yeah, and that was good defense by Hermansdorfer straight up. And Liz Bowren got it blocked, and then it bounced back off her and went out of bounds, and turnover.
St. Albans trying to make some adjustments here in the second half, so maybe they're going to try to attack the rim a little bit more. Oof. From 3, it's Trinity Austin. The shot is off the iron, and this ball is going to be, saved. Nice job by St. Albans to save the basketball. Trinity gets it, goes in, and lays it in.
I like the play there. It was a headsy play. She's trying to throw it off of Harris to go out of bounds and stay St. Albans ball, but Russell's there for it.
This time I think we're going to get a double dribble on Lala. Lala's not played her typical game that she normally plays.
No.
She's usually solid, no turnovers, big-time scorer.
7 points, 3 fouls, though, so that's and she could be rusty, but they haven't played since the 6th.
Page nearly gets the ball stolen away. Does break over between the double team there, and Trinity Austin gets the ball. Chance with a, and we got to have a 3-point shot here. And
that's going to be on Liz. No. Yep.
Bowren, and that's I think that's going to be her 3rd. She sat on the bench most of the first half with 2 fouls.
Yep.
Now she runs into the shooter.
I wasn't sure there. I thought he only held up 4 fingers. I thought he was giving the 1-4. I was like, Slime wasn't close.
And Trinity gets her first foul shot of the game. She's 1 for 5. Second one doesn't go, but I think it was a 3-shot foul.
I think everybody kind of forgot that it was a 3-shot foul. Everybody kind of crashed in the lane.
Trinity had a chance to tie it there, but she can cut the lead to 1. Shot is good.
12 now in the game for her for this quarter. Let's see what Coach Lucas comes up with.
We got to travel, a little jump stop there, and puts the ball on the floor.
You know, I've noticed that a whole bunch this season so far. Out of the handful of games I've saw,
and no one calls it. I've seen it in the college game for years, and no one's caught it.
Yeah, I think there might be an emphasis on it this year because it's been called a little bit more with moving before you put that ball on the floor.
Yeah. Charlie Russell from 3. She gets it. Charlie Russell with her first field goal of the game.
Gives the Lady Red Dragons the lead.
It's the first time, I do believe, in the game. No, 2-0.
2-0, and it's been all Highlanders since then. Now the Red Dragons out on a break after another turnover.
Hermansdorfer shot, little floater, doesn't go. Barker with the rebound. She puts the ball back on the floor, and we talked about that. You got to go straight back up with that. Galleon's coming all the way down. She's going to stop at the foul line. Stops, shot, and rolls around and goes. Nice job there by Ava Galleon coming down to the foul line. A little stop jumper there.
Yeah, she's tough. Good body control right there to put the brakes on. A little head fake and get that shot still up and get it to go.
Barker inside off of the glass, and she scores it again. I mean, it's almost automatic if she gets that ball in the paint there.
That ball barely touched the floor once it came across half court.
Looks like Lonnie Lucas wants to call a timeout and talk about this. Let's see if he gets the 30 or the full.
That big.
And he's going to go with the full, so we'll take that timeout with him. You're listening to St. Albans and watching St. Albans, actually. Red Dragon girls basketball on video production.
At Manny Ellison Lane, it's not just business, it's personal.
We care deeply about what we do. We're fully immersed in the gravity of the client's circumstance. We understand what's at stake for them.
Need equipment for your next job? Don't settle for the traditional rental experience.
The rental experience with Equipment Share is a great experience. We rent everything from dozers to skid loaders, mini excavators, even smaller hand tools. They've always got what we need. They're timely. The billing is quick and accurate. The guys are able to set it up. They do it through their phone. Renting with Equipment Share is not like any other company out there. It's 1,000 times better.
Back live here at St. Albans High School. St. Albans trailed at halftime, has come back here in the third quarter to take a 2-point lead, 33-31. And with the result, Lonnie Lucas had to call a timeout.
Taking a full one, trying to kill that big M. That big momentum swing there for the Lady Red Dragons. Galleon has really been the bright spot for the Highlanders on the offensive end, with Sloan being in foul trouble with 3.
Galleon, a long 3. We saw her hit one of those in the first half. This one hits the front of the iron and off and cleared there by St. Albans. And here they come back on the attack. Huntington's not in that full court pressure like they were in the first half. They're bringing that pressure back now. And St. Albans is scoring. So maybe we'll see that Huntington go back. Hermansdorfer for 3 doesn't go.
Yeah, Huntington's also switched to a man defense or a one-man defense instead of the zone.
Baseline Harris, and she's going to be fouled there. Looked like Barker got that knee up there and drove her to the ground.
That's 4.
That's just going to be a common foul, I do believe. That ball will be inbounded underneath the basket. Barker out, Eicher in. Foul trouble underneath. Eicher played a lot there in the first half. Bowren inside. Shot doesn't go. Rebound by St. Albans, and nearly foul there, but collected there, and St. Albans comes back on offense. And
yeah, that's the game plan. I mean, that was a good call by Coach Lucas to get that inbound play, but it just didn't go for him.
Eicher from about 17 feet from the corner, she buries it. That'll be her first basket of the game. Only a freshman. Bowren inside, a little one-handed shot there, doesn't go. Sloan with the rebound, it didn't go, and then the put back by Harris. So 2 offensive rebounds led to 2 points for Huntington. Harris guarded there against Trinity, and Trinity goes in and lays it off the glass and scores it. Took a hard hit there, but no call by the official.
And Coach Gregory's telling him to turn around, set up.
A little bit of a carry, but nevertheless, Trinity makes the steal. She gets it off to Paige White. Paige shot doesn't go. Trinity Austin with the rebound. Her shot goes.
I'd like to see Paige go up a little bit stronger with that. She kind of pulled it off to the side.
And now we got a official timeout here to tie a shoe. And for Trinity here in the second half, that's 8 points. She had 8 in the first half, so she's doubled it here in the quarter.
Yeah.
St. Albans increasing that lead to 39-33, and it's 2 different games here. We had Huntington pretty much dominate that first half. And then we got a little kick there by Charlie Russell.
Yeah, they were Gallion was trying to get it into that high post to Sloan. And that's what you're going to see here from Huntington with Barker on the bench, losing some size on the floor for the Lady Red Dragons. They're going to try to work into the paint and draw some more fouls.
Harris is going to drive into the paint, lays it up. Kind of not even looking at the basket, just trying to maybe draw the foul. Workman's shot is up and off the back of the iron, no good. Tipped around. Trinity Austin has it. I think she's going to be fouled there by Harris. Huntington's been dominating this glass all evening.
Yeah. Rebounds, both offensively and defensively, will be in the favor of Huntington at the end of the night.
Substitution coming in for the Huntington Highlanders. Myers in.
Harris picked up that last foul. It's 2 for her. So 3 for Bowen, 3 for Sloan.
Paige White carries the basketball, and there'll be another turnover on St. Albans.
And
unnecessary.
It's inexperience, sophomore, Paige White. Getting some minutes. I mean, good minutes here at the varsity level, second year with the team. But, that's going to come with experience.
Myers in that deep corner, St. Albans. Another deep one by Gallion, and she gets it. I think that was longer than her first 3 that she had. It was from distance. She dialed that one up and gets a 3-pointer.
She got 16 in the game.
Charlie Russell thought about the 3, doesn't get it. Paige White will take the 3, and it hits off the iron, no good. Hermansdorfer gets the rebound and cleans it up. So we talked about offensive rebounding, and St. Albans getting in on the act now.
Yeah, and as I'm sure Coach Luke is probably a little bit upset, nobody there to box her out.
Lulu or inside, and she's going to be fouled. Eicher's going to pick it up. We'll get it out. Lulu, I don't know. They got a little bit of Christmas in the earphones there.
She takes it in, draws a foul. That's Eicher's second. This is the first there.
This is be her 4th shot. She's 1 for 3 so far. 2 for 4 on the evening.
And that's her first point of the half.
Now that Huntington's back in the pressure off that made free throw. No problem here for Trinity as she brings it all the way down, and she's going to be fouled by Workman. And I don't know what Workman was thinking. She didn't foul. She pretty much
ran right
full
into
body
her.
there.
Yeah, ran into her. That's Workman's first. And after this first shot from Russell, Trinity Austin Russell, that is, Liz Bowen is going to check back in for the Highlanders.
Two for 7 on the night for Trinity, and she misses another one.
2 for 8.
2 for 8.
I don't know about that.
And makes the last one there.
3 for 9.
That was a home coach favorite.
Gallion. So St. Albans is in a zone defense.
Gallion into the paint, and she's going to be held up there for a jump ball. Took that little jump step there, and St. Albans playing good defense, jumped in there and grabbed that basketball. But alternating possession, this will Huntington will inbound underneath their own basket.
there they go, trying again with the size advantage, trying to get it into Bowron right off the inbound pass. 3 offensive rebounds now.
And Harris gets the roll and gets it in. Jemiah Harris picks up, I think, her 11th point of the game.
What a crossover by Russell.
3 doesn't go. She's looking for the foul, but no call by the official there. Now we got another, looks like a little bit of.
I'll tell you what, one thing.
A little bit of rugby down there.
Yeah, but one thing St. Albans doesn't have that Nitro has is a guy named Chris that sweeps and keeps that floor nice and dry. It gets all the wet spots, sweeps it all the time. Hell of a volunteer over there. You guys need to invest in one over here.
Paige White gets the little pass, nearly loses it out of bounds, saves it.
You see the volunteers, Eric.
And
Trinity Russell tried to split the double team there, no success. Sloan.
Coast to coast. It's 3 now in the quarter for her. Lead is 1 now.
Blow the ball up.
Reichert comes up and makes that screen, gets the pass. Nice little pick and roll there.
That inexperience, though, with the ball handling especially.
Oh, Bowron, man, she didn't really have control of the ball, but she was able to push the ball up over the rim and into the net there.
Kill the clock. Kill 10 seconds right here.
And that's her first points of the game that gives the Highlanders the lead back.
Little crossover there. Harris cuts that off.
And a block there by
Bowron. She got up high for that one, and Harris on the outlet. That was Sloan. She's going to go straight to the hoop, and she's going to be fouled.
It's going to be on Charlie Russell. It is.
That's her first. She's going to be called for the block.
Send Sloan to the line where she hasn't been very productive tonight.
First one's no good. Been 50% so far. Let's see, a little bit under now. See if she can get back to the 50%. And she does. 3 for 6 in the game. And now we got whistles. What's going on here?
I believe Huntington inbounded the ball, thinking it was their ball. Whew. Wow.
9 seconds here in the third quarter. Shaping up to be a nice, fantastic, and we're going to get a moving screen on that.
Yeah, that was totally, and she even leaned into it, and you just can't. You just have to come and just sit the body.
Yeah, the player makes the defensive player makes the contact. You don't make the contact with the defensive player. 2.5 seconds. Galleon's going to go all the way to the hoop, lays it up, and we got a no call and no basket there. So Galleon looked at the official like she was fouled.
Might have got away with one.
Yeah. So that'll end up the third quarter. Kind of a couple lead changes there, and right now it's Huntington 44, St. Albans 42. It's St. Albans Lady Red Dragons basketball on video production.
Don't talk yet.
At Manny Ellison Lane, it's not just business, it's personal.
We care deeply about what we do. We're fully immersed in the gravity of the client's circumstance. We understand what's at stake for them.
Need equipment for your next job? Don't settle for the traditional rental experience.
The rental experience with Equipment Share is a great experience. We rent everything from dozers to skid loaders, mini excavators, even smaller hand tools. They've always got what we need. They're timely. The billing is quick and accurate. The guys are able to set it up. They do it through their phone. Renting with Equipment Share is not like any other company out there. It's 1,000 times better.
Lowe's knows getting it done is easier said than done.
Thanks. Happy to help.
So if you
Got the lights.
we've got same-day delivery to help you get it.
Done.
Lowe's knows how to help you holiday.
Back into live action here as Huntington High gets the possession here to start the fourth quarter. Eric, you were saying that the, inside first, Salone. She misses the shot, gets a rebound, goes strong back up again, doesn't get it. Bowren gets it. She doesn't get the shot. Another one by Harris doesn't go. And finally, Binion rips it down. You were saying that St. Albans outscored Huntington there in that third quarter.
Yeah, 20-15. But that first quarter, the 13-6 quarter is what makes the difference in this game right now, and the missed free throws.
Foul on Harris.
It's now her third. So both teams now dipping into that, foul trouble. Eicher has 3, Barker 4, Binion 4. And then on the Huntington side, Harris 3, Bowren 3, Sloan 3.
Trinity Harris throws up an air ball. Now we got an outlet pass to Myers, and she's going to go all the way to the basket and doesn't get it, but it's going to be knocked out of bounds. And I thought that ball was knocked out by Huntington, but they're giving it to Huntington.
I thought it was over the back on Harris, but
yeah, that's what I said.
Because there was more contact than just ball. But I don't wear the stripes out there.
Yeah,
I said over here. That's
a hard. Gallion, a long 3 again. She misses everything on that, and St. Albans finally gets a rebound there, defensive rebound. Pressure double teamed on Trinity, and I think they're going to get a timeout by Elias, and he's going to go with a full timeout, so we'll take it with him. You're watching St. Albans Red Dragon girls basketball on video production.
Hi, I'm Jennifer. A little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich is the combination of the warm, soft bun against this delicious piece of chicken. The bun is just this soft little hug around the chicken that's so perfect in every bite.
Back live, that Chick-fil-A commercial there makes me hungry.
Yeah, I'm actually, belly's kind of like, I mean, I'm supposed to be getting free Chick-fil-A and Diet Mountain Dews to wear this shirt here. But anyways, that's a story for another time. Chick-fil-A, that's the Lord's chicken there.
No doubt. 7:08 here in the fourth quarter. We have a 2-point game, and I think I mentioned it from the top that it's going to be an exciting game, and it's going to be an exciting finish here in the last 7 minutes and 8 seconds. If we have any players left, starting to get a little bit more physical than it was in the first quarter.
And you got Barker back out there playing with 4, Binion with 4. Little. I'm having trouble with that press break. That's why Coach Gregory had to call that timeout. Barker sets a good screen. Nothing happens off of it, Mark.
Let's see what St. Albans tries to force up a 3 here, or tries to force the ball inside here. And now we're going to get an offensive foul, and I think that's going to be 5 on Binion.
You cannot throw the leg out. You cannot throw the leg out. Especially standing right in front of the referee.
Yeah.
I mean.
He gets caught every time.
And you might as well just be wearing a sign and say, hey, I'm going to foul right here.
Yeah. Gallion with the basketball. We talked that her and Trinity have played the whole game. Neither one of those are in foul trouble. Inside, shot doesn't go. Barker grabs the rebound, and she's going to be fouled.
Don't know if it's going to be on Sloan or Bowren.
I think it's 14.
That is Sloan. That's going to be her 4th.
That's big.
Not a point scored here yet.
Team comes in with 3 returning players from last season, and 1 dominant player in Lala. Charlie Russell with the basketball, gives it over to Trinity Russell. And she's going to drive into the paint and lays up one. I just kind of forced that one up. The ball went off of St. Albans, but they're giving it to St. Albans. It's quite obviously that.
Yeah, Huntington's walking back.
Yeah. The referee grabs him and says, girls, I don't know what the official was looking at there. And backside official would have saw it. But Charlie Russell kicks it inside, and the ball's stolen away, and then stolen right back by Trinity, and then stolen again.
Myers got it. Now Gallion brings it up. It was a great pass to get it into Austin Russell, and she wanted one more pass back out to the free throw line, and then you're going to get a blocking foul on Barker, and that's going to be her night as well.
So the two bigs for St. Albans are both fouled out now. And that comes with the 5:52 mark. So, Eric, write that down here. It's a 2-point game in favor of Huntington.
And you've taken 2 of the 5 starters out of the game and put them on the bench. As we saw there on the in-cover replay, Gallion makes the first point of the quarter.
He's perfect from the free line. 5 for 5, 6 for 6.
Now they got Myers. Full court pressure on Austin Russell. Makes Charlie Russell bring it down.
This time Paige White's going to get a shot off. Doesn't go. Rebound Huntington.
And Eicher's got to be careful too. She's got 3 fouls now.
Don't have a choice though to play hard. Gallion a long 3 once again, and this one's another air ball. Last 2 has been air. Rebound Huntington once again, and then back inside Bowen and doesn't get it. Rebound off of Huntington's leg, and this one goes to St. Albans.
And here's what I'm seeing in the post. They're attacking the post. They're getting it into the bigs, trying to get Bowen the ball. And her awareness of where she was at the basket right there was not good. She just turned and hooked, and she was to the side of it, and that's why it went off the backboard. If she could get more awareness in that paint, she would be dominant. Austin Russell for 3.
Nothing there, and another rebound here. 1 and done again for St. Albans. Gallion, nice pass off to Myers. Shot short. Bowen with the rebound and the 1.
And that's what I was talking about, the awareness.
Bowen will go to the line for her first free throw of the night. That'll be her 4th point, her 2nd field goal. Played most of the first half. She played on the bench.
I'm not
with
sure
2 fouls.
Who that foul was on.
Into the game now is Workman for Huntington. Bowen's shot is good. It'll give her 5 on the night.
Leads now 7 for the Highlanders.
Screen. A lot of standing around now for St. Albans. Not much movement as Trinity gets a shot off. Nothing there. And Gallion with another rebound. And, man, when she gets the rebound, she goes coast to coast. This time she lays it hard off the back of the iron. No good. Harris with the rebound. She's going to go to the foul line. Looks like Paige White's going to pick up the foul.
Yeah, she's quick. That is for sure. Gallion is.
Well, when you got your best defensive player in Trinity driving the basket, doesn't get the shot, and then Gallion picks that up with her speed. There's no one out there to catch her.
Harris makes the first. That foul actually went on Eicher, and that's her 4th now.
Second one's no good. Paige White. I thought that was Paige White they're going to get with the foul, but
no. And somebody here on offense really needs to step up for the Lady Red Dragons because
Eicher, nice little one-handed layup there, but doesn't get the roll or doesn't hit the rim, I guess I should say. And that long rebound once again, and here comes Gallion, and she lays it up and scores it. Gallion having a real good second half.
She's got 20 points total in the game. Leads now 10.
And they're starting to pull away. Trinity Austin with 3, misses everything on that. Rebound Paige White, and then we got a jump ball by Harrison White.
Shank that here and throw her to the ground.
3:46.
And you need somebody on offense to step up, whether it's Charlie Russell, Paige White, Eicher, somebody, or Hermansdorfer. Hermansdorfer's been quiet on the offensive end.
Paige White's shot is up and good.
As I say that, there we go. It's 6 now for her in the game. Timeout's going to be taken on the floor.
And what do we got? We got a
timeout.
full timeout, so we'll take it with them. You're watching St. Albans Red Dragon girls basketball on video production. Let me just go back. There you go.
At Manny Ellison Lane, it's not just business, it's personal.
We care deeply about what we do. We're fully immersed in the gravity of the client's circumstance. We understand what's at stake for them.
Need equipment for your next job? Don't settle for the traditional rental experience.
The rental experience with Equipment Share is a great experience. We rent everything from dozers to skid loaders, mini excavators, even smaller hand tools. They've always got what we need. They're timely. The billing is quick and accurate. The guys are able to set it up. They do it through their phone. Renting with Equipment Share is not like any other company out there. It's 1,000 times better.
Final 3:43 here to come. I'd like to thank tonight's sponsor, J.C. Spears, your premier St. Albans State Farm agency located right around the corner on Walnut Street. J.C. Spears State Farm is ready to help you with all your investments insurance needs. And thanks to them, they're returning sponsor for the Lady Red Dragons. So 52-44 is our score, and Huntington High with the inbound.
Hikers out there with 4 fouls, and we're going to see full court pressure from the Lady Red Dragons.
Wide open is Lala Sloan, and you don't leave her wide open. She will connect. Miscommunication or something there. She just got out on that.
13 points for her.
Right down the middle of the court, and Gallion found her. Trinity Austin all the way to the basket, lays it in.
And that's, as a coach, I'd rather her do that and try to draw contact, maybe draw a foul and get to the line, even though it hasn't been pretty from the line tonight, instead of taking those threes. Get a better high percentage shot.
Inside, Bowen doesn't get it. Paige White with the rebound. Nice job of boxing out on that weak side there, as we've seen tonight that Huntington's got that rebound 9 times out of 10 on that weak side. Now we got a timeout by Coach Gregory. And he's going to take a full. So we'll take it with him. You're watching St. Albans Red Dragon girls basketball on video production.
At Manny Ellison Lane, it's not just business, it's personal.
We care deeply about what we do. We're fully immersed in the gravity of the client's circumstance. We understand what's at stake for them.
Back live here, 2:51, 54-46 is our score. Eric, it's crunch time now. You're talking about taking the ball to the hoop, but, I think maybe we're looking at setting up some threes.
Set them up, or just try to go with a little bit more high percentage shot, like Paige White getting into the high post there, a little shot there, a 12-footer or something. Because somebody's going to be open. They're going to stay on Austin Russell here. She can't do everything for you right now. I mean, she's carried you through most of the game, but when it's crunch time and Huntington gets that lead, almost 6 decades of experience, that coach is going to adjust.
Yeah.
When it comes down to crunch time. So somebody else has to get involved, whether it's from the three-point line. I myself prefer take the high percentage shot and see what happens. Make them shut that down. Maybe that three-point line opens back up.
Trinity Austin to inbound it for St. Albans.
Do we have an over-under on who's in the Red Dragons mascot costume?
I know who it is.
Yeah, it's family, so.
Mark knows.
I know.
I think I know now, too.
Trinity Austin with the basketball. And she's getting a lot of pressure, so she's going to have to kick, and someone's going to have to score. There's a lot of running the offense here and not a lot of shooting.
And if there was a shot clock, it would already be expired.
Trinity Austin, a long three, and that's an air ball.
And that's not a high percentage shot.
That wasn't even close to the three-point line.
Gallion's going to push it. Now slow back down. St. Albans still in a little extended 2-1-2 zone.
And Huntington running clock now. So it looks like a little travel there, and the referee catches that one. Workman shuffled the feet before she laid the ball down. That's the second time we've seen that tonight.
Yeah, you got to put that ball on the floor before you can take some extra steps.
Huntington drops back to half court now. And we're under 2 minutes to go here in the game.
Good job going to the left there, setting up the screen to the right. Comes off the handle.
Good pass. Good pass inside to Eicher. Doesn't get the roll. Rebound, Huntington.
Sloan's pushing.
And Sloan's going to just throw an errant pass. I think the coach going to be upset over that. I mean, that's not a senior type
No, she was
possession.
Trying to hit Adam White up there in the stands, I believe. Paige White's parents.
Minute and a half.
8-point advantage. See if we can cut it down to 6 or 5 here.
You know, the thing about St. Albans I see now, I think they're looking for Trinity more than they are looking for creating their own pass or their own shot.
And she just drew a double team, you know, way out past the arc. Now Gallion.
And this is just going to be chaser now.
Yeah, with no shot clock, you're either going to have to foul.
Charlie Russell tried to swing at her for the reach, and now she grabs her and gets the foul.
I mean, they burnt 20 seconds there.
Just like she gave up on that after that first little spin. Charlotte Hawley into the game, and
she'll come in after this first shot because that's the 15th foul.
I want to mention, I assume we'll have the Moses Auto Group player of the game here. Gallion's shot is good.
She's averaging 5 to 6 points every quarter. She's got 5, 5, and 6. And that's our first miss from the free throw line. And they get the offensive rebound.
And now they go back to stall ball here as they try to run out the last 40 seconds.
If Eicher fouls, that's going to be
trying
her
to foul.
Last one, no call.
Inside knocked away, and St. Albans going to get the steal here. Charlotte Hawley with it, gets it up court, knocked out of bounds by Law.
Still hustling. I mean, you got to. Huntington's not playing until they hear that final, or not stopping playing until they hear that final buzzer. Good inbound there.
Charlotte Hawley's shot is good. Coming off the bench cold, but gets the.
Austin Russell picks up the foul. That's only her second. Gallion will go back to the free throw line.
55-48. 20 seconds to go. Probably not the person you want to put there, but she's the one that's going to run with the basketball.
She's going to touch it every inbound if she's open. So, what a pickup by the Highlanders.
Shot is good.
22 in the game for her, I believe.
So she's 11 in the first, 11 in the second. Second's good.
And we're going to final 15, and from the heavens, it's answered. Trinity Austin Russell, sky moon ball there.
Well, she's going to try to make it rain. Cuts the lead to 6. Foul there by Trinity. She comes from behind to try to make the foul.
Paige wants to go foul her.
Paige, I think, I mean, a learning lesson here, but, anytime that players running down the sideline like that, you got to get one player on that, or 1 foot on that line so they can't go around you. She left too much room there. Shot is up and good.
It's 8 in the quarter now for Gallion.
That's good.
Her highest quarter of the game, 9 points. 6, 5, 5, and
that
9.
will do it for this evening.
It's a little less uglier than it was there for a minute. 59-51 final. The lead was 10-12 there. So they fought.
Unfortunately, St. Albans loses to another 4A school in the MSAC as they'll drop to 0-2 in the MSAC as they drop to Huntington here this evening. Best thing about it, they are 4A schools, and we won't have to worry about them at the end of the season. But the score here tonight, 59-51. We'll take a break. We'll tally up some stuff, and maybe we can get you player of the game, and we'll see if Coach Elias will be in the talking mood to sit down with us here. So you're watching St. Albans Red Dragon girls basketball on video production.
At Manny Ellison Lane, it's not just business, it's personal.
We care deeply about what we do. We're fully immersed in the gravity of the client's circumstance. We understand what's at stake for them.
Need equipment for your next job? Don't settle for the traditional rental experience.
The rental experience with Equipment Share is a great experience. We rent everything from dozers to skid loaders, mini excavators, even smaller hand tools. They've always got what we need. They're timely. The billing is quick and accurate. The guys are able to set it up. They do it through their phone. Renting with Equipment Share is not like any other company out there. It's 1,000 times better.
Hey, my name's Paige, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is the crispiness of the breading and the tenderness of the filet. It's tasty, it's warm, it's total satisfaction.
Hi, this is Tanya, and what makes the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich original to me is that warm bun, the perfectly seasoned chicken, and that pickle. Woo! I love it. There's a taste of my childhood in every bite.
They're not the biggest, but with over 100 locations across West Virginia, chances are there's a little general store near you. With brand name gas and food you know and trust, and an assortment of snacks and comforts that make you feel at home wherever you are. So as you make your way to family dinners and football games around the fire, wherever your destination, we'll get you home for the holidays.
Back live at St. Albans High School. Eric Taylor, Mark Seipold here, and now we're joined by Elias Gregory, the head coach of the St. Albans Lady Red Dragons. Well, Coach, it was momentum swings. First quarter belonged to Huntington. Second quarter even. Third quarter dominated by you guys. And then the fourth quarter, another swing back to the Huntington Highlanders. The key momentum, I think, was fouls.
Well, I mean, Huntington is going to keep you in a dogfight, and that's what they want to do. And I don't mean that as a negative towards them. That's the way they play, and I like the style that they play, and I like how aggressive they are. You know, if I can't keep my rebounders in the game, and I'm having to rely on people who aren't natural rebounders in a game like that, I mean, that's hard to survive.
Yeah.
We had talked about, you know, before the game about Ivy scoring. I don't even know if she scored in that game. She probably wasn't in the game long enough to have scored. Mm-hmm. You know, I think, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and blast officials or anything like that. I think some of them are questionable? Probably. But at the end of the day, every bit of that is about us and our willingness to rebound. The one major scary factor that we have and have had through now 5 games is how we are on the glass. We can't survive rebounding when Ireland's not in the game. Yeah. And we haven't been able to keep her in games. I think like her 5th foul, I think she's moving. I think she's got her hands straight up. I'm not necessarily sure what you want her to do. But at the end of the day, you know, that's kind of the deal. So I'm not taking anything away from Huntington. Huntington is a good team. As you can see, they're much improved. I think Ava gives them a dimension that they didn't have last year, where they didn't have someone who could handle pressure, and Lala was having to do more of the ball handling and stuff like that. And they will sit down and guard, and they will sit down and grind. And I think that is a really good team that I think that when I go back and watch that film tonight, I'm going to feel like we let that one off the hook.
Yeah.
And this is not to take anything away from Huntington. would not insult them by saying anything like that, but I think we let them off the hook in that game.
I think I'm sorry. The game changed there at the fourth quarter, the 5:52, when you guys lost Barker and you had Binion out. It just seemed like the air kind of went out of your team. And I know the girls are young that's coming in, but to me, just watching it, and you'll maybe see it on film, the team went one-dimensional. They all wanted to look at Trinity, and I think they were more looking for Trinity than they were looking for actual scoring.
Yeah, I think so. And I think that we could get a little heavily reliant on that, and I don't know that that's necessarily the best thing. I don't know what we scored in that fourth quarter. I can't imagine we scored more than 2 or 3 points because I think we were really bad offensively in that fourth quarter. There are too many people who catch the ball and their first instinct is to dribble, or their first instinct is to look down, or their first instinct is to go find Trinity. And that is not going to work in high school basketball against a good team. I mean, we know we want to get the ball to Trinity. I'm pretty sure probably everybody else does. Mm-hmm. So that's not going to work, So it's just this is raw emotion right after the game. Obviously, a game that I don't think that we've led a lot of games in my tenure off the hook that I think we could have won or should have won. And so maybe this is the first one of those that I feel like that. And it's just tough when we can't get a rebound. So, that's kind of my outlier, I guess.
Yeah, and we made that point in the game there that the glass was dominated there by Huntington High. And we don't have the totals, but their big was on the bench most of the second or first half with 2 fouls.
Yeah, and
they still Harris was able to get rebounds after rebounds after rebounds
right.
in there.
Right.
So Eric, you got anything for the coach here?
Another key that stuck out to me for you all was foul shooting.
I think we missed 8. We lost by 8, and I think we missed at least 8.
Yeah.
That's at halftime. I'm making the point we're ahead in this game if we're making free throws, and I don't even think we were playing good.
You're correct. You missed 8.
I don't even think we were playing good in the first half, and we would have been ahead in the game if we make free throws. We're young, and I'm trying to be patient with that and understand that we're going to make mistakes and understand that we're not always going to do things perfectly. But things like unforced turnovers, things like missing free throws, we could control that. And I think that's I get that we're young, but good Lord, at whatever age you're at, you can still make free throws, stuff like that. So,
yeah. Well, Coach, you got a little time off. Looking at your schedule here, you don't be back on the court, which you'll have practice, but nice little vacation as far as game action. 12/29 is your next game, University on that neutral court. And then I guess you'll play on Monday and Tuesday on that. And is that the Greenbrier?
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys are playing down at Greenbrier East, I do believe.
Playing Greenbrier East?
Yeah, first game we're playing Greenbrier East at Green East.
So, that'll be a good matchup to see the number 1 team in the state there to see what you do in AAA. So, Coach, go enjoy Christmas, and we'll see you back here at the stadium here at the Tex Williams Gymnasium back on 110. So, we're going to be off for a while.
All righty. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you.
All right. Thank you, buddy. Coach Elias Gregory, tonight the Huntington Highlanders with a 59-51 victory, and you got some totals there for us there, Eric, on scoring?
Leading the way the whole game for either team is Ava Gallion, 25 points, 6 in the first, 5 in the second, 5 in the third, and 9 there to finish it off. Like Elias said, this Huntington team looks a little bit different with her because I called that game. I believe we had St. Albans and Huntington at the South Charleston Rec Center last year. And
no, that was here. We had Woodrow.
Oh, it was Woodrow.
That was at the Rec, yeah.
Yeah, oh, my bad. Okay, sorry, my bad. I didn't know.
Yeah, we had them home and home last year, but
it all runs together. But anyways, from what I can see, because I did see Huntington play last year, I think it was maybe an HD Media game. They definitely got quicker, better ball handling, and then in St. Albans, Trinity Austin Russell always shines. She had a 9-point quarter in the third, 8 in the second, none in the first, and 5 there in the fourth. but it's somebody's gonna. At the end of the quarters, I circle how many points people have, and Barker had a 6-point first quarter. All 6 points of that for the team. But you got to have more players, whether they're off the bench or in your starting five, step up and contribute on the offensive end and not look to pass first to Trinity Austin Russell. I mean, she can't do everything for you.
Mm-hmm.
And if she's going to draw a double team, somebody's going to be open because the math says that when two,
there's 5 on each team, right?
Go to 1, somebody's going to be open.
Yeah, so that kind of wraps it up for us tonight. As far as the schedule, the team's going to take the holidays off, or at least Christmas off. Be back for the New Year's tournament there on the 29th and 30th down at the Greenbrier East. The girls will all get to stay over at the Greenbrier, I do believe. So it'll be a nice little vacation outside of playing some basketball. So best of both worlds. We don't return back to the air until Saturday.
We don't get to go to the Greenbrier.
Yeah, it'd be nice. We return back on the air on the 10th of January, and that'll be Oak Hill will be visited. And I'm sure that Coach Elias would probably like to make another coach's show maybe before the Greenbrier event or maybe shortly after the Greenbrier event. So we'll keep you posted on that. Again, the final score here from St. Albans High School, it was the Huntington Highlanders taking victory tonight. It was 59-51. And thanks to all of our sponsors, again, J.C. Spears, your State Farm insurance agent here in St. Albans. Also, Equipment Share bringing us the starting lineups. Encova bringing us the instant replay. And Manny Ellison Lane is our key sponsor for the season. And for Eric Taylor, we got Josh up there on the production, and St. Albans, or Luke Bowman, actually ended up running cameras for it tonight. That'll be it for us. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for St. Albans High School for letting us be here, and we'll see you back in January. Enjoy Christmas. You're watching Video Production. Ho, ho, ho.
Need equipment for your next job? Don't settle for the traditional rental experience.
The rental experience with Equipment Share is a great experience. We rent everything from dozers to skid loaders, mini excavators, even smaller hand tools. They've always got what we need. They're timely. The billing is quick and accurate. The guys are able to set it up. They do it through their phone. Renting with Equipment Share is not like any other company out there. It's 1,000 times better.
At Manny Ellison Lane, it's not just business, it's personal.
We care deeply about what we do. We're fully immersed in the gravity of the client's circumstance. We understand what's at stake for them.